G'day guys, Vindicator Jones here. Well, Multicrew was finally released in beta yesterday, and I thought I would share my initial thoughts about it here. There has been a lot of heated discussion about Multicrew, with some commanders very unhappy with turret mode and how the exterior view breaks immersion. Some commanders are also worried about the ability for new commanders to make bucket loads of money too easily in their first few months in the game. Then there is also the issue of additional pips that other players can add to your ship's distributor, making the ship uber powerful. Both sides have interesting and valid points, however, since this is just still beta, I'm not really going to go over these issues here too much. I want to reserve my opinion until we have a final live version and it has been tested fully. What I am going to cover right now is how fun is it? Is it something that could prove to be popular? Is this something that commanders will use regularly? Or is it something that most likely will end up being another feature that is full of bells and whistles, but really brings nothing new to the table in terms of core gameplay? CQC anybody? Well, let's start off at the beginning. The beta build is buggy. I mean, really buggy. Many times I lost connection with someone else's ship, couldn't launch a fighter, or able to select targets from the gunner's position. Hell, sometimes I couldn't even select either position and the game put me in the commander's chair but unable to control anything. Also, the game is laggy as hell. Now admittedly I am in Australia and most other people who play Elite Dangerous are either in the US or Europe. I teamed up with Obsidian Ant last night and he had massive problems trying to lock onto targets and even trying to fire the weapons at those targets. Rubber banding was also a big issue and he has shown those effects in his Multicrew video. Basically it made the game almost impossible to play. I tried connecting to his ship but had nothing but problems there too. But again, this could primarily be down to our geographical locations. Obsidian Ant is in Pommyland and I'm in Australia. You don't get much further away than that unless I decide to move to Antarctica. And yes, I did say Pommyland. Deal with it. Also, it's important to realise that this is beta and that Frontier obviously had very big problems with the initial release of Multicrew. Perhaps the networking code behind it will become better optimised for future patches. So for the moment, the bugs and the lag are completely acceptable. I wanted to get that out of the way because even though there are so many problems, Multicrew, when it's working and not too much lag, is actually quite fun. It's a great way to hang out with your friends and it's also a great way to teach new players important core aspects of the game. I'll be honest, I was skeptical at the start. I thought, yeah, this will get old fast and just another new feature that's going to be pushed aside once everyone has played with it. But after spending some time playing Multicrew, my doubts are starting to slowly melt away. I think having the ability to invite your friends or even strangers aboard your ship at any time for a bit of action can be great fun. So what's the difference between Multicrew and just winging up? It's better just to fly your own ship, right? I used to think the same myself, but the fact that you're all working together to protect the same ship can actually be, in some cases, a lot more fun and a lot more hilarious if you're doing it together with a bunch of friends. You are forced to coordinate more, work together more, as you realise that if the main ship dies, you all share the same fate, which could then devolve into a lot of finger pointing, arguing and threats of violence upon each other's hollow me. So what are the downsides? Personally, I'm not a big fan of the external turret cam. I would have preferred something more like the SRV turret, but with similar controls and movement. But to be honest, I think that is a small gripe. Perhaps this mode makes the turret commander's position more fun, and I think once you have spent enough time in it, then it won't be that much of an issue. I also feel that they need to declutter the turret HUD a little and make it more of an overlay rather than a 3D hollow HUD like the cockpits. Some people are going to be really annoyed that you cannot select subsystems, but I have a feeling this may be down to balancing issues, but I'm not too sure. And as for the added pips, I really don't think that they're going to make that much difference as everyone thinks, even if you have 3 extra pips. Sure, you'll gain a small advantage, but the reality of it is a wing of FDLs against a Multicrew cutter with 2 human fighter pilots is still going to overwhelm the cutter, no matter how many added pips it has, so I think this really is a non-issue. However, I will reserve full judgment on that until the live build has been released and we see more interactions between wings and Multicrew ships, because really I could be completely wrong. All in all, I'm a little bit more positive about Multicrew now. I think it is definitely a fun addition to the game, and I think that's the key word here, fun. Despite some commanders complaining that you can transport anyone from any part of the galaxy to your ship as immersion breaking and unrealistic, I think we have to remember that Elite Dangerous may be a simulator, but it is also a game. It means those who have gone off to do some exploring can easily engage in some action with friends without feeling completely cut off and isolated while exploring the depths of space. It can also mean commanders who do not want to leave the bubble can easily join another commander in deep space for some exploring, just to get the feel of it and see what lies out beyond. I don't think these are negative things. I think these are positive things as they open doors rather than close them. Allowing more people to explore different paths without affecting their own path is a great feature that will become more and more realised the more it is used. Sure, it breaks a bit of immersion, but I think it's a small price to pay for something that is actually fun and makes activities more accessible to more people. And I really feel that Elite Dangerous needed some more fun added to the game. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and please consider becoming my patron by supporting me on Patreon. Don't forget to add me on Twitter. I have some game keys for various different games to give out very soon, and I'll most likely be doing that on Twitter. This is Vindicator Jones signing off. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out there in the big black.